Welcome to another episode of Conversations with Hilltop. I'm Reagan Holliday.
And I'm Mike Sorth.
We really appreciate you viewing and providing comments. Our feedback has been really fun to hear. I think the best feedback I've gotten, or at least the funniest, is that I went viral, which to me is really funny since I know I'm about the least techie person that I know.
I too have enjoyed hearing from many of you. It's been great to reconnect with folks that I haven't talked to in a while. And it was great to have positive conversations to offset my teenage son who called our videos cringy.
So if nothing else, we want to do these videos just to make sure that we're keeping our kids embarrassed. But in all seriousness, we do hope that these videos are educational and helpful to you all. So keep the feedback coming. We really appreciate it. Today's topic is surveillance by the credit rating agencies. But before we get too far into that, I think we just want to make sure we provide context in case there are listeners who don't have as much experience with the credit rating agencies.
So what is a credit rating? A credit rating is an opinion offered by a credit rating agency that addresses the likelihood of default of a specific issuer and a specific debt obligation of that issuer. So there are 4 rating agencies that rate municipal debt, and those are Fitch Ratings, Moody's Investor Services, S&P Global Ratings, and Kroll Bond Rating Agency.
Now, not every municipal bond is going to have a credit rating. However, I would say the majority of bond issues out there now do have credit ratings. Primary reason is that's what investors prefer. They prefer not to have to do as much legwork in determining whether they want to purchase a particular debt instrument or not. By having that credit rating assigned, they already then know exactly kind of what that credit looks like. And the perk for the borrower is that by having a credit rating, you will get a lower interest rate. So it's cheaper to borrow for you with a good credit rating. The credit ratings themselves are meant to be forward-looking. So they're meant to exist over the life of that borrowing. Now, that being said, the credit rating analysts understand that things are going to change for that particular borrow over 20 years, which is why then they do surveillance of the credit rating. So roughly every 12 months, an internal review is being done by the credit agency.
And that internal review can take a couple different forms depending on the sector and type of security. On one end of the spectrum, you may have someone from the rating agency looking at publicly available information, things like your annual audit, your budget, other filings to EMA. On the other end of the spectrum, it may be a little more involved process where there are actual calls scheduled with the rating agency and issuer staff, and conversations that take place, and the completion of a questionnaire may be required. And during this period of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are finding that a number of our clients are having those more involved conversations and lengthy questionnaires to fill out.